What's up, everybody? Welcome to Flagrant 2. Okay, it's your boy Schulz. I'm here with Akaash Singh. We got Mark Gagnon, AlexxMedia, Miles Media, the Truffle, Vala's here, and we have a special guest that you just saw right now. A Flagrant 2 favorite.
Yep.
Hey.
A sensation.
Truly.
Selling out shows all across the country and maybe in other countries.
Whoa.
I see you're going out to Italy to perform as well. We have Matteo Lane back on the podcast.
Hey.
We had to check in with you, man. How are things going, brother? What's
So
going
good. I don't. Congrats. Even though we've talked, but it just on your wedding.
Marriage.
I forgot my ring. Dude, this is great.
Wow.
He forgot his
True.
Or you
I don't
gotta
know where
get a
it
makeshift
is.
one. Get another one. Get something.
Oh, I took it off to put fucking lotion on.
Okay, well, you know where it is.
This guy's a mess, dude.
But my wife's gonna find it. Fuck.
Wait, what were you lotioning?
Yeah.
That's what happens when you're married, right? That is what happens when you're married.
Fact, 100%. No, thank you so much. We haven't spoken since the wedding.
No, we've spoken. It sounds nicer because people who haven't seen me on the.
God, my timeline's all fucked up.
It was almost. Well, it was last July.
He's a mess.
No.
When I came on. Yeah.
July?
Yeah, Robbie and Casey's
Yeah.
wedding.
Wow.
Some of us weren't invited.
Yeah. It's fine. I was in a tank or something. I was wearing like a
but you
tank
gotta show
top.
off that bob,
Wait a minute,
bro.
you came
Yeah.
here in July?
Yeah.
To me, you came here last month.
That seemed like 2 months ago.
Yeah,
I know.
2 months ago, you
Okay.
came here 100%.
I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But we saw each other in November.
Oh, we did Chicago. I thought that we did. I thought.
Get a little smack right there.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, like you came on the pod and then we did Chicago the next week. But fuck that. How are you? Things are doing good for you, huh?
Okay, so not to like, I said I wasn't gonna blow smoke up both y'all's asses, but just so everyone watching knows, genuinely, and I've said this as many times as I could on like radio or whatever, but like this show changed my life.
No.
Like completely around. I mean, it's been wild. And for everyone who wants to know, Andrew really is the nicest because
He really is.
He said to me, he's like, hey, when I started putting stuff up online, you were like, oh, you should do reels, but send them to me first and let me tell you how they should be. And I would send them to you and you would say, change this, take out that, add this. The covers should be like this. You shouldn't do that. And it was like a couple weeks of trial and error. And then ever since I've been on this show and since you helped me do reels, I have like almost
Exploded.
200,000 new followers.
Wow.
And I know, and everyone's so nice.
The flagrant effect.
Hell yeah.
And all my London tour, I'm doing 12 shows in London, sold out.
12
Get
shows?
the fuck out of
It's
here,
all
dude.
sold out. Chicago, I'm doing a theater, sold out, so we added a show.
Wow.
And it's almost sold out. So please come, Park West, March 25th.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
my God, dude. This is
Hell
Very
yeah.
cool, very
This
exciting.
is
And
very
I have
filling.
only you to thank. I'm so sorry. You were like, let's get in
No,
a
you have
good mood
yourself
before
to
the show.
thank.
This
You
is it.
killed it.
No.
Listen,
he's
there are
the best,
people that
though.
come on the
Yeah.
pod and they don't. They just don't have the type of episode that you had. You fucking came on. You brought it, dude.
It was good. Yeah, I know. Now I have to like be good as well in this episode.
No, you don't.
I got nothing.
No, you
No,
don't.
no pressure.
Okay,
They
you
love
just
you.
fucking you were just awesome, and it's just so happy. And I remember like, I mean, this is like a microcosm, I'm sure, of like what like Rogan can do, but like. I remember like seeing that happen when you go on like a Rogan, you go on like a Breakfast Club, or you go on these like platforms, and then like things can happen for you. And then I remember you like kind of telling me, then seeing you selling out all these shows.
It
and
was
that
a
kind of
night.
stuff.
It was one day, and I woke up and I had 20,000 new followers.
That's fucking dope.
And I
dude.
remember
Shouts.
talking to Mark Norman, and he was like, you did, Schulz, good job. And I was like, yeah. He was like, how many followers? And I was like, 20,000 in a day. He's like, Jesus Christ. He like lost his mind.
We got to get Mark on.
I love Mark.
We got to get Mark on.
But
already.
it was cool. I mean, it was very cool. It's fun. And now I put all my stand up online
Good.
and the reels
Killing
and
it.
stuff. It's
But
so
you're killing
fun.
it. That's the thing. Like you did the right thing with it. This is not us. This is the fans that we have that are fucking awesome, and they recognize talent. And you put your talent out in the right way, and it's really cool to see it happen.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Andrew's incredibly helpful, and people don't know that about him
Also,
necessarily.
your special
but-
was so good.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
And it was like it's almost at 2 million views in like
Thank
less
you.
than a
Yeah,
month.
no, we're doing. Hey, Mateo. Hey, buddy. Hey, thanks to Andrew. You know what I mean?
Stop
Yeah.
it, guys.
That's what this
Stop
is. We're
it.
all thanking you
Stop
today.
it.
Yeah.
I feel like at the end, you guys are all going to quit. This is the last episode of Flagrant 2, guys.
Yeah, welcome to it.
I came in
This is
ruined
awesome.
it.
I'm so excited for you. This is
Thanks.
really great.
You know what he told me though today that was a little disappointing?
What?
He said he wants a boyfriend, and I don't want
Get
that.
it,
for
get it,
him.
get it,
No,
get it,
no,
get it,
no,
get it,
no,
get it,
no.
Yes,
get it,
I
get it.
believe I deserve a boyfriend.
You deserve
I've
it.
I've had many men, but not boyfriends.
Yeah.
What happened to that little cutie patootie you brought to the Chicago show?
Oh, we're just friends. Like he's an ice skater. We're literally just friends. We've been talking for years. He's from Italy. Mm-hmm. He's very, very Italian.
Mm-hmm. He's not masculine enough. Mm-hmm. Matteo should be out there fucking everybody, dude.
Well, I am. I should stop. I'm doing enough of that.
That's your lot.
That's why I'm like, I need to be anchored a little bit. I'm a little too having too much fun.
You're too promiscuous?
I mean, I guess on a scale of men, not so
How many
promiscuous.
a week? Can we just throw that out?
It just depends on the week.
Like is one
average?
Is
Number.
one a lot? Is one a little?
One is not. Come on, look
Are
at
you?
this guy.
Yeah, like are you a high valued man? Like, do you believe in monogamy?
Like in a relationship,
Yeah.
maybe for like the first 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
But like after that, don't you want to? After a while, you know what I mean? I think that's like right.
that shit.
I don't know
Let's
how
go.
straight people do it, but I feel like like I don't know. Yeah, I mean I've had hookups. Sometimes you hook up and you don't even like learn their names. Like I had this hookup with this guy and he came over and it's all these promises we made to each other. Like we're gonna do this and that, lies.
Yeah.
And then he comes over and the lies continue. I'm like, do you want water? Like all these things that don't make any sense. And then I said, do you want to watch TV? And he's like, sure. So we put on the Disney Channel.
That is
like
the
Disney
gayest part of
Plus.
this whole story.
And it's all, well, he picked Lilo and Stitch, but it is
Oh,
weird.
no, that's good though. Never mind. I take it back. I take it back. I take it back completely.
It is
excellent
kind of
movie.
weird to be blowing someone and then the background you just hear, oh, Hannah needs family. I'm like, okay, this is a lot. This is a lot. I mean,
That was the funniest thing about the Aziz shit. Remember when Aziz got in trouble for like the girl, but like whatever he did with that girl, giving her wine or whatever, and then like or the wrong wine. It was the wrong wine or something, right? And but he was hooking up to Seinfeld.
I've hooked up to the Golden Girls. Yeah.
But that makes sense.
Wait, why does that make more sense?
Just these hot, loose, pussied chicks in the background just going for it.
Well, it is fun. I was this Cuban guy, and he really liked the Golden Girls. He was so hot, and also had one of the biggest dicks I've ever seen. I mean, it was I thought it was like being punked, but but it's funny to be hooking up, and then in the background you're like Ma, it's like B. Arthur in the background. It is kind of funny to like think about like what have I fucked to? Like what TV shows and movies have I had sex to? Usually, I don't know. I sometimes like guys want to put on music and that's always embarrassing because then you feel like you go with the rhythm and then like suddenly like Miley Cyrus comes on and they're embarrassed because like it's the wrong mix and then we're like stopping and there's lube everywhere. But I don't know. I'm usually just like us or like maybe I don't know if we're watching a movie then maybe that's just on in the background.
Podcast?
No. Can you imagine?
Dude, can you do it? I want to do something. We're going to record a podcast where for like 2 minutes, we're just going to talk about how awesome you are.
Oh, I'm really uncomfortable.
No, but you're not there. And then I want you to play that podcast, but like have like a 5-minute lead in when you're having sex. And then all of a sudden it's going to start hit. Oh yeah, that Matteo guy, he's a beast, isn't he? Yeah. You have to time your fuck
then he'll be like,
to our compliments.
Andrew?
I don't see a loss for either party, to be honest.
Yeah.
Now, is it true people are mistaking us?
Yes, it is. I get it all the time, and then also like they're either
what happened to you?
They're either insulting me or you. It's either one.
How are you getting? You're not getting this on like hookups ever.
No, gay people don't.
They don't know me.
They don't really know you.
How do I cross the fuck over? I need gays on my side, man.
Ooh, that's well. You gotta get like a pop hit.
Yeah,
you got to do something stupid that you can put a beat behind that can be played both ironically and taken seriously.
For example,
like when the Real Housewives when she did that song "Google Me" or "Tardy for the Party."
Okay.
Like she thought she was really doing it. Like I'll be tardy for the party, and she thought she was really serious. And then the
gay
guy's like, "Love,"
Yeah.
and then now it's like a combination of we're making fun of you and loving you at the same time.
yeah, that seems like how people go viral now.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah. Like that guy in the fridge who fell doing the Spider-Man thing.
What is this?
Oh, you didn't see that? The guy was like trying to do Spider-Man on his mom's fridge, and then he fell.
Mark
is Jamie speed right now. I heard him typing immediately. It was unreal.
Yeah.
I heard him say it, and then I started.
I thought you've never seen it.
Wait,
Oh,
this guy?
yeah, him.
Okay, let's hit it.
Oh, this is great.
Cut that volume.
That's only 8 seconds.
Hold on. I'm pulling it out. Here we go. 1 second. Cursor and. So that's
I
what you need to do.
appreciate.
That's what you need to do.
I appreciate that he recognized that that's funny
Yeah.
because he's videotaping himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he doesn't have to upload it,
Yeah.
but he chose to upload it.
Sometimes I wonder if these are fake or real, but that one, the fall seemed too authentic.
Like the
he
Kimmel
seemed-
one.
Yeah.
Which one?
The Kimmel one, like he did a couple like fake viral videos.
Yeah, like-
but they went viral.
Yeah.
And it was like a girl who got lit on fire and
The
fell
candle doing
down or
yoga
something
or
like that.
whatever. Yeah.
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 Oh, so that's stupid.
It was staged, but none of us knew it was staged. It went viral, and then he exposed
But I
it.
bet you a lot of these viral videos are staged anyways. I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think that.
Here we go. What's this?
This is it.
Oh yeah.
So this is her. She goes up on the thing. In this video, just this part went super viral back in his day.
Super.
Yeah, I remember this.
She's busting it down. Someone walks in the door. Boom.
I guess you can tell now that it's fake.
I mean, she is on fire.
Yeah.
And just that part went viral.
And then this is the end. Yeah, they cut it off and then
they cropped
play
out.
the full video and then they
And
show
then they go,
Jimmy
hey,
Kimmel
remember this
coming in.
video? Is actually me the whole time.
That's me going to the doctor for my chlamydia.
Have you ever had an STD?
Yeah.
Really?
Gonorrhea and chlamydia.
And gone in like a day with
Yeah,
shit?
gonorrhea was the worst because let's just say I was lied to. So all of a sudden my ass was killing me, and I was opening for Aziz on tour, and I wasn't the most pain I've ever been in my entire life. And
Lied to in that like he said it was going to be white wine, not red wine. Or like how were you
He said it was
lying?
going to be Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I was dating
Seinfeld.
someone who told me they weren't cheating, and then this is how I found out.
Oh.
So I was on tour with Aziz, and it was like 9 a.m. I was in so much pain, and I got a message from my doctor. We're in Toronto, and it was like, "Hey," because I didn't say "Hey." My doctor's like, "What's up, yo?" Hey, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. Anyways, listen, you got the guns. So they were like, "You have gonorrhea." So now it's like 7. Now it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm in another country and I'm running. I'm acting like I'm in Yemen, but I'm like, I'm running around like trying to find a city MD. Yeah. And then the second they gave me the shot with the 2 pills, I mean, it was like an hour later, I felt better. Like it was almost instant. I was like, oh, and then Aziz wakes up at like, and I was like, how's it going? And I'm like, I've gonorrhea. He's like, dude. It was so funny. And I talked about it on stage that night. I just walked on stage.
Now, what do you do when you know who gives it to you?
You say the most horrible things you can to
You
them.
just lashed out or what?
You're allowed
Yeah,
to.
I mean-
You have license.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Can you tell us?
I just said, I'm like, I fucking trusted you, you piece of shit, you liar, this and that, and you know everything you'd see on like Maury.
Did you also cheat on him?
No, I was faithful, and Keith Robinson didn't believe me. He's
that's
like,
the
"Oh,
most
you
annoying
cheater,
part.
you're a cheater," and I'm like, "Actually, Keith, I'm not a cheater. You liar." But no, I'd never cheated. I was like a faithful Puritan Catholic girl. And then,
Until
but
when?
then once
this happened?
Oh yeah, now if you have a pointer and edge, I'll sit on it. I mean, I'm just like, I don't care. I mean, I'll do it. I don't care. I've thrown caution to the wind.
Really?
Yeah.
And is there ever a point like is there like a slut shaming in the gay community?
Not really. I don't think so. But I also don't think it's like
Prude
slutty.
shaming?
It's like
Prude shaming?
yes, very much so.
Wow.
Go on that.
No, I'm Joe. I'm absolutely kidding.
I was on to
I thought I would
something.
get you to laugh. I don't know.
No, we took you seriously.
It's like in my group of friends, like it's always like we're always arguing like who's had sex with the most people. And I'm way towards the bottom.
What is your number?
Oh, probably like 300.
I
mean,
I
don't know. 200 maybe. If I had to really think about it, maybe
200.
200.
Yo, you're a prude, bro.
I guess
Are
so.
you even gay even?
Yeah, look at my jeans.
I have those jeans.
Yeah.
We're showing more
We are
sock
wearing the
meat.
same. We should do a thing where we dress in each other's outfits.
We do every day.
Yeah,
We look just like one another.
That's
Okay?
true.
That's just or now. We're morphing into just one New York City
Should we
comic.
just switch in our outfits right now?
Right now.
Mid-pod,
Yeah,
and
right
nobody
now.
will know the
Can we
difference.
please?
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm
hold on,
fine.
you got to snap and then do it.
Okay, fuck, okay.
Yeah, ready?
How are we going to snap?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Don't look at me.
Don't act like you don't know how to snap in the tail.
Snap? Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck. I already can't snap. Hands too slippery from the lube. I'm Matteo. Stop it. I'm Matteo.
I'm sorry. So, Matteo, you're fluent in Italian. Tell us your life story in Italian.
Why would you bring these? No. I'm from Chicago and I'm a Mexican and like dicks.
Push the mic away when you laugh.
Oh, sorry.
No, this is what I do. I go.
I'm not.
Wait. Do your best Andrew impression.
I don't know how to do an Andrew.
You can't offend him.
How do straight guys talk?
Hey. They're great. You know, like Tony the Tiger. The straightest person I can think of is Tony the Tiger.
Bro, I can feel the zipper breaking. Every time I laugh, another thing unbuckles in the zipper.
First of all, aren't you hot in this? Like,
Aren't you hot in this?
I am hot in this.
I feel like a hot little bitch. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I feel sexy. I feel sexier.
Yeah. What's great is that you can't fit in the jeans, but you can't. The
jeans
shirt's
fit me
loose on
exactly
you.
the same.
No, but the shirt's tight on him, loose on you.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you, Duff. Thank you, Duff, for pointing that out.
Duff can finally body shame you, and he's so excited about it.
He really is.
He's so happy.
And you
to
know
do
what?
this.
We had a bet going on that like what was it? I was gonna be skinnier than you or something.
you didn't want to finish the
You
bet.
backed out of the bet, pussy.
I ran into you at a coffee shop today
could've
eating
won.
two pastries. Two pastries.
really?
You, a golden doodle, two pastries. Didn't order coffee yet.
I
Then
did.
made me
I
pay
did
for the
order
coffee.
2 pastries.
You were acting like Matteo way earlier.
It was
today.
a
That's
rough.
crazy.
It was a rough day.
I had egg whites and then rice and chicken.
Wow.
Damn. Bro.
I know.
You are not Andrew.
I know.
And the best
But I'm
is-
going to Italy next week, so I'll be eating pasta every day and smoking cigarettes and
Hell
you
yeah.
know.
Are you worried about doing stand up in Italy?
No. Why? For what reason?
I don't know.
Like Joy Behar? Like
Yeah.
the Russians
Will
are coming?
Joy be there?
What if there's an invasion?
Can you imagine? Like I'm in Italy and suddenly the Russians come. Like you. This is a little too west. The food's good here. This is too west. No, I'm gonna do it half and half. I'm doing it with Francesco De Carlo. Everyone should look him up.
Hey, Francesco.
Francesco, he's an Italian comic, and he does it in English as well. So we're gonna do kind of a mix. So I'm just gonna walk around. I feel very like more powerful in this jacket. This
Right,
is so
though?
funny. Like
This
in that, I feel like I present cute. And this is I feel like
No, you're a fuckboy in this.
well, also this chair is very Dr. Evil,
Right?
like Dr. Evil that spins around.
Yeah.
Do you think that you'd get laid more if you dress like me?
No.
Be honest.
I mean, you dress
I
cool
think he
though.
was
There's a
being
lot.
honest,
The
yo.
thing is like the blur between.
I think that was honesty. I don't think
I just didn't like the answer. So I was like, he must be lying.
No.
Why would he lie to
Be
us on the
dishonest. Be
podcast?
dishonest.
Yeah, oh yeah, be dishonest. Yeah.
you
You don't think you'd be like a fuckboy, like just tagging up dudes all the time? Like
No, I'm too insecure for that.
yeah, but this with the outfit, then you're secure.
I don't know. I feel like the line is blurring between how gays dress and straights dress, anyways. Like, I mean, for my size in those clothes, they're baggier clothes for me.
No, these are tight.
But for me, it's larger. But you're taller than me. So
What do you mean?
he tried to butch it up for Flagrant too.
I did. I wore a bazooka shirt and rolled up the sleeves.
This was his like, hey, I got to be as straight as I can.
Wait, this is your straight outfit?
I didn't say straight. Let's not say things we can't take back. But more baggy. I said.
Right.
Baggy. What am I, like a mom in the 90s? My son's But anyways, wow. So I'm really in control. How do you feel in that outfit?
I feel good.
Yeah?
My stomach feels a little bit thick. I feel thick in the
I
stomach.
don't think so. I think you look like you're in shape.
But Al, I know you're not talking shit. I know you're not talking shit. Your stomach been looking like this. Show your goddamn stomach, Al.
Hey, I wear my appropriate size clothes, motherfucker.
No, yeah, I feel like I'm growing a little bit here. I don't like that
Who
much.
cares? You married?
Yeah, you're right.
You're
son.
married and famous.
Right.
What do you
Fuck.
care?
What the fuck
What
do I
you
care?
What do you need
Full stomach
abs
right
for?
there.
I need the abs. I'm trying to get laid and get hooked and find a husband.
Yeah.
Yo, do you,
Those are two separate things. For me.
wait, do you want a hubby? Like
I
lock
would
it
love-
down,
I
adopt
would-
kids?
Well, and I say these things, but I don't know if I mean them. It's like I'm touring right now, and that's really fun. But like, it'd be cool to have like someone that like you can like text, like, "How was your day?" You know what I mean? Right now, it's my mother.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
about it.
What about friends?
Yeah, I call my friend Bob the drag queen, and I talk a lot. Or my friend Nick. We talked about Nick last time.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I like Nick.
He calls me like 7 times a day, but Nick doesn't care how I'm doing.
So wait,
Hey,
Yeah.
neither will your spouse.
Yeah, exactly.
But
That's
they'll
why I
pretend more.
I was like, you have much to learn, my friend. You and Nick are already married.
Yeah,
That's
true.
true.
You guys
And
don't
Nick-
care about each other and you don't fuck?
And
Welcome
Nick-
to the club.
We'll get gonorrhea.
Yeah, that's true.
So
That helps.
again, not. Yeah.
Which is worse, chlamydia or gonorrhea?
Gonorrhea. Oh
Why?
my god, chlamydia. It's always in my ass. I'm such a bottom. But gonorrhea was like I was like bleeding. I was at Thanksgiving and all of a sudden like I was in so much pain, and then I like went to the bathroom and I was like, oh, that's really bad. And then I went to my doctor and I was like, maybe I have like a fissure, and she was like, no, this looks like gonorrhea. And I was like, that's interesting. And then I got the test. I was on stool softeners and ibuprofen like 4 times a day just to like be able to go I know, it was so painful. And then 1 shot and it was gone. And the doctor was trying to get tickets to Aziz's show.
Hilarious.
Literally, my ass is out, my pants are down, and he's like, so you're opening for Aziz. Any tickets available? I'm like, read the room.
You're like, yeah. I'm opening for you right now.
All right, guys. Infamous Tour. Toronto this weekend is on and popping. We're coming in town. Some of us will be there Thursday. I'm going to pull up Friday and Saturday. Meridian Hall, 3 shows. Y'all already got the tickets. It's sold out. Maybe you get them on a secondhand market, but I'm so fucking excited to be up there in Toronto once again. Thank you guys so much for doing this. Also, New York City, you know, we added that second show, Radio City Music Hall. We will see you guys there April 16th. Make it fucking happen. Bunch of shows in between. Go to theandrewschultz.com to get tickets. Akaash, what you got?
First of all, just a reminder, the Vancouver show on March 11th at Vancouver Playhouse has been moved to July 1st, Canada Day, because I'm going to run for Prime Minister. You cucks need it. Also, March 18th through 20th, I'm going to be in San Antonio at LOL Comedy Club. This date was just added, April 1st and 2nd. I'm coming to Ohio at the Toledo Funny Bone. April 8th and 9th, Tampa. I'm coming back to Florida. Hopefully we can move down there. I'm going to be at the Improv in Tampa. And April 22nd and 23rd, Toronto Royal Theater. 4 shows to sell out my first theater. I think about 60% of the tickets are already gone, so y'all better move fast. Hop on them shits. And then April 28th through April 30th, I'm going to be in Bridgeport, Connecticut at the Stress Factory. Go to akaashsingh.com for tickets and all the show listings. Now let's get back to the show.
All right, guys, we're going to take a break for a second because I got to tell you guys about Lucy. Look, we're all adults here, and I know some of us choose to use nicotine to relax, focus, or just unwind after a long day. Lucy is a modern oral nicotine company that makes nicotine gum, lozenges, and pouches for adults who are looking for the best, most responsible way to consume their nicotine. It's a new year. Why not start it out by switching to a new nicotine product that you can actually feel good about, okay? Now, I know some of you are going, oh, yeah, I smoke or I do this. I personally don't smoke, but I enjoy nicotine, okay? You throw in a little pouch, get that nice little buzz going. You like a little nicotine, Akaash?
I don't, but I got family members who could use the lozenge, use the gum, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Switch it up, okay? If you enjoy using nicotine, you should definitely check out Lucy's products at lucy.co, okay? Lucy.co, and then use the promo code Flagrant to get 20% off all products on your first order, including gum or lozenges. That's lucy.co, and use the promo code Flagrant at checkout, okay? Also, I have to read this disclaimer. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Remember, if you're interested in a better way to use nicotine, visit lucy.co and be sure to use that promo code Flagrant. Now let's get back to the show. Okay, so chlamydia
just kind of felt like an irritation. I was like, something on my ass kind of feels funny. And then I told my doctor my sexual history, and she's like, we're just going to treat you right now. And then I got tested, and she's like, you had chlamydia.
And you didn't feel much?
No, not much. No.
Sabi, no. Anyway.
Am I admitting something? Am I admitting something
has
weird?
anybody else
Does anyone else
here
here
had
had an
STD?
STD?
I
think it's STI now.
I didn't have, I don't know if I had it or not. I just went, and I was like, it kind of hurts when I pee. And they're like, we could test you, and that will take like 2 days to get the results, or we could just give you the shit for whatever one it is.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
They give you just some
when
kind
you
of
pee
antibiotic.
Hot. Anyway, chlamydia? Yeah, it's just pee hot. And then I was like, well, yeah, just give me that shit.
Yeah.
So you had chlamydia?
I don't know.
Well, that's what my
there's
friend,
no proof.
The chlamydia medicine helped you.
Prophylactic.
That's how COVID should be. Just in case. Don't test me. Just
Just give me COVID. What?
There's no medicine for COVID.
Well,
yet.
my friend Nick did it. He's like, I went to my doctor and I said, look, I don't need the test. I've had enough sex. Bomb my system. And he did. You need to interview my friend Nick on this show.
I want to have Nick
think you
on.
would find he's 6'4", about 120 pounds, wears like women's blouses.
Love.
And he's very mean. He sounds like Squidward. Hello.
I really wanted to talk to you about Euphoria. I was bummed that you'd never seen it.
Oh, we were talking today. I was like, the closest thing I've seen to Euphoria is Downton Abbey.
Why?
I don't know, but I mean, I have no interest in seeing Euphoria.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of young hot kids getting high and having problems. I'm like, no, thank you. I don't relate to this at all. My high school was me closeted working at Michael's in theater.
Not that closeted.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You didn't think we were onto y'all?
Yeah.
I know. The
theater kids
Worked at Michael's?
Yeah, that's
glitter
what
store?
was the first.
So funny. And I was dating a girl who worked at Michael's.
Oh, you dated a girl?
Did I talk about this last
No,
time?
you told us so you were a gold star.
Oh, yeah, well, all we did was make out. But I wasn't like bringing her in the Mosaic Island fucking her.
Finger?
No, nothing. We
Never
go
touched
tanning
pussy?
with each other.
She knew you were gay, but
Yeah. She cheated on me with her ex-boyfriend.
Wait, really?
Yeah, and I broke up with her in the yarn section.
Really?
But that's kind of reasonable, I guess. Okay, here's my
That's
question.
fire, though. You got to cheat on her with her ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, take it back.
Get back.
No, instead I was returning beads from women in their early hundreds. That's what I picked instead.
Okay, so what happens when you have a really close relationship with a guy? Do you not develop feelings like you're like, I kind of love this guy, maybe we could work something
Like
out?
a straight guy?
No. I mean like a gay dude. You're not fucking.
Oh, like my best friend.
Yeah, like what? Why can't you bridge that gap? Is it the most insulting thing ever where you're just like, you're hideous and I don't want to fuck you?
I've had friends before where they're like this kind of mix of a relationship where it's like we fuck and then we're not fucking and then we fuck and then there's never any boundaries set.
Yeah.
But then they never end up being like my core, my crew, my best friends. None of us want to fuck each other.
And is that insulting at all?
No, we just don't. We're none of each other's are each other's. Well, my friend Nick and Bob were hooking up. Nick, and then then they just became friends. And then Bob's like, "Hey, Nick doesn't have any gay friends. Can he come hang out with us?" And we were like, "Okay." And now we've been burdened with his friendship for years now. But that happens a lot. I think you just try and it doesn't work. But I have a couple friends that I hook
there's
up.
no
with.
weirdness afterward when you stop. It's
Yeah.
not
No.
like,
Oh,
'cause
no.
For guys and girls, typically it doesn't. Once that barrier's crossed, it's tough to go back. From what I understand,
Yeah, you can fuck up the whole group dynamic.
I think it can, but I think generally with gay people or queer people, maybe it's less so. You know.
Well, I think like straight relationships, there's always this thing like you could be wasting a woman's time.
Yes, that's
Right?
a
Yes,
great
but I
point.
feel I'm always wasting a woman's time and I'm gay. Like there always seems to be a wasting of a woman's time.
Yes.
Always seems to be, even though I believe they waste their time more than anyone.
Okay, keep going.
Keep going.
Wait, are we woman bashing? Give me back my
no,
shirt.
We're
Something
not.
about that chair.
We're not. Matteo is. Get it, buddy.
Oh, it fits him so well, huh?
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Drop the voice a couple octaves and go in on these chicks.
Hey. So, no, women tend to get ready for a really long time, and it only matters to them.
That's what I was referring to. I'm doing like 80s hat comedy over here. I'm like, ladies, get ready. I just give me,
No, I meant like obviously you guys know what I'm talking about, but like
The biological
yeah,
clock and like.
let's say we're dating,
Oh, yeah.
right?
That's how gay I am. The children aren't even in my peripheral vision.
No.
I'm not even thinking about children. I'm like, children? What's
I think that changes everything though.
Yeah.
All my girlfriends who were like my best friends growing up, the second they and made all these, we'll be friends forever. The second they have a child, it's like
You're
over.
dead.
gone. You can't reach
Yeah.
them in any. I mean, that's not totally true, but they have kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like they have kids. They got a family. They don't give
Yeah.
a shit about me and my theater I sold out. They don't give a shit. They're
They
like,
don't even
I have
come to the
children.
shows?
They will if they can get a babysitter and stuff.
Are they worried the baby would catch it?
Yeah. Honestly, yeah. No, actually, my girlfriends who have kids, we've been pretty good at staying in touch with each other. But it's a shift. It's a huge shift, and it's natural. It
Do you
makes
ever have to
sense.
deal with husbands that are weird about it?
Like,
Like, are there ever like
I
kind
like
of
all my
like bigoted
girlfriends.
husbands who are like, nah, we're not hanging around that dude?
the gay?
Yeah.
No, my girlfriend's made it pretty clear from the beginning. Like, I'm trying to think of one person I've hung
Yeah,
out
I
with.
can't
that they
imagine
didn't
if you're
like
that
gays.
close, especially with like a gay dude, you would accept a husband who's
That is-
homophobic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got good. My friend, yeah, all my friends, they wouldn't accept that. But I don't know. I forgot about kids. It's so funny.
funny, dude.
So it's never even thought
You
that
don't
you
wanna-
I
did.
don't want children.
Why? You're a child. You play video games. You
Yeah, it's
paint all the
amazing.
time. It's like you'd be
Yes,
great
but
with
I'm
kids.
not cleaning up my own shit. I mean, I
You're
can't.
rich now.
No,
You're selling out theaters. You could hire somebody to do that.
That's true.
You just get to have fun with the kids.
Probably
play
one of
video
your Mexican
games.
cousins make a great nanny.
Real talk.
really best of both
Import
worlds.
them.
It's really best
You
of
can
both
get rid of
worlds.
Nick and make your own.
Hell, wow. No, you want kids?
Yes.
I absolutely want kids.
You want kids too?
So badly.
I mean, it
You'd
makes
be
sense.
a great. What is that term? Gunkle? Is that it?
I'd be a wonderful mother, but I think I actually would be a very good father. But I just don't want children. And you know what's funny is when you tell people that, because it's kind of like a thing
You're
thought
Italian
about.
and Mexican,
Yeah.
and you don't want
kids.
Well, someone has to stop us. I mean, there's so many gays in my family. Clearly, God was like, okay,
Pump the brakes a little bit.
First of all, we shouldn't be mixing Italians and
powers
Mexicans
combined.
anyway.
Yeah.
This is too much. You know what I mean? So he's like, you're gay, you're gay, you're gay, you're gay. We got to put an end to this. My family's so crazy. Yeah, my cousin's gay. I'm gay. My brother's gay. My dad's real proud. Yeah, there's a lot of gays in my family.
Yeah.
My Aunt Cindy's like, I think you're pretty much proven, you have to prove you're straight in this family before anything. Like, we're all so fucking gay.
That's so weird that it's never even in the
I
discussion.
gotta come into the closet.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but like about kids, it's just so interesting. Like, that never even crosses your mind. Like,
No, because I just don't. First of all, I'm 35. Like, I've established a life that I like. And also, too, my favorite thing is when someone says to me, do you want kids? And I'm like, no. And then they follow up with, well, you can have them. As if I was going to be like,
oh, can I make the kids?
I wasn't asking how to acquire a child. If I wanted to, I go to a lesbian. But lesbians and gays often go to each other for children.
It makes sense.
Really?
Wait,
And
I
do you
don't
do
know.
it?
There's
Do you
been-
do it old fashioned, or do you
No, I think
into a cup?
I think into a cup.
But it's
Or a turkey
$10,000
baster or whatever.
Why not just get it off one time?
I'm sure you've had sex
don't
and meant
know.
less.
Yeah, minutes
You
ago.
This fucking ass. I have to be out at 3 for a pitch meeting.
I actually do. No, I have a pitch at 3.
Sure, fucking David Barton's gym.
More like a catch meeting.
Sometimes I'll have Trade coming over. Trade is like a hookup, and like they'll be like, I'll be there at 3:45, and I'm on a phone with like my manager. I'm like, They're telling me very important stuff. I'm like, that's great. I gotta go.
Wait a minute. Is Trade that app that's not even an app?
No, trade is just a term used for like a hookup, I guess you could
Oh,
say. Like, oh,
wow.
you trade, yeah, trade.
So
oh,
men are
trade's
just
coming
men.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it just, like, gay guys aren't anymore in touch with like the opposite. Well, I guess the people that they're interested in having sex with, like, you objectify the exact same way. You're calling them trade. It's like us calling strange. Yeah, some strange is coming over, right? We're just literally the same.
Yeah. Isn't that so funny?
Yeah.
I know. And then
And women are dividing us.
no, women are smarter. They've got the right idea.
No, what he's
Men are
saying makes
monsters.
sense.
I'm not.
No, what he's saying is completely.
We should be locked away.
Al, you know what I'm talking about?
No,
he
here's
just
what-
called.
hold on.
He just called asshole trade.
Well, I guess then I'm the trade.
No, because here's what he's saying. Hold on. God damn it.
Thank you. Can you clarify,
Yeah, I've
please?
been having to do this shit for you sometimes.
Yeah.
He's saying you would think gay dudes are like more emotionally evolved in the way that women are. In the way that it's like relationships mean more, sex mean more. And then we're like, oh, it's almost more biological than emotional, which is like he's biologically male, so he fucks the way we fuck, as opposed to emotion where he might be more evolved, but he still fucks the way a dude's fuck.
Like, he's probably been
Might
the
be more
shoulder
emotionally evolved,
that
but-
so many women have cried on that were treated like trade by dudes. And then right after that, you probably had some trade come over. And then you just did your fucking thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like, can someone stretch me out or crack? It's like a chiropractor. No, I think like women, for rightfully so, have to be cautious of men. I have I have this joke where I'm like, the screening process for women versus men is so crazy to me because it's like I look at my women's phone, like my girlfriend's phone, and women who talk to men, like some of the screening questions will be like, "Do you have friends?" I assure you, I have never asked anyone in my life if they have friends. I don't care. Forget friends, names. Secondly, to me, a screening process is if you know how to use good grammar, I'll fuck you. Like, if you know how to use a semicolon, get in my colon. I know.
No, that's valid. That should work both ways.
That's what I'm saying. Right,
That's
right,
true. I
right.
should have got way more pussy than I
But my
did.
cousins, because sometimes I think Grindr should just be, the name Grindr should just be changed to murder me. I mean, what happened to being afraid of strangers coming into our homes?
Okay. So a buddy of mine, I don't know if I can even use his name for this. Okay. Gay dude, he said that there's this app. It's not even an app. It's like you have to access it. Do you know what
It's
I'm talking
called,
about? You have to access it through a website, right?
Yeah, it's like Manhunt. It's like back in the day with Manhunt. But
You just say, I'm in a Macy's bathroom.
yeah.
I want my dick sucked.
Yeah.
And you type that in. And then anybody else who's on the website that wants to suck dick and is in close proximity, it's like Uber Eats, right?
No, it's almost like AOL chat rooms. I mean, it's like
But in-
reverted
but in
way
real
back to-
life, yeah.
What is it called? Like I keep thinking like Swizzle. That's not right. It's called smelly sniffies. Sniffies, I think, is what it's called.
Okay.
Something.
That was crazy, though.
I could call my friend Nick and ask him.
Scruff Sniffies app.
Sniffies app, not Scruff. Yeah.
So it is an app.
But
he
you have
said,
to, I think you have to do it on your computer.
yes,
or something.
there's one you have to do on your computer.
I'm sure you.
That's
the
the
man on
only
that
way
app
it's
do not look
accessible.
like
And
that.
then literally a map pops up, and you can click the different things. No different than like if you typed in
Where's the nearest
AT&T
Starbucks?
store or Starbucks.
Yeah,
They just pop up on the map, and you can choose the things
It's
you
like
want to
Google
do.
Ass.
Google Ass.
Yeah, 100%. Unbelievable. That's unbelievable.
It was great. And
What a
have you
life,
used that?
dude.
No, I'm too fear based.
Okay,
I'll be
that's
on
scary.
Grindr,
Yeah.
and I keep getting reported for catfishing
Why?
because they think I'm not
He's
Matteo.
too hot, man.
Oh, you're that.
They're
You're
like,
that.
they're like, oh, Matteo, that's a comedian. You think you're so funny, and it got so bad that I messaged Grindr on Instagram. I said, hi, I'm trying to get dick. Can you please stop flagging me? They're like, we're so sorry. We'll make a note. So now I can't get flagged anymore. But everyone, and then they'll be like, oh, wait, I see you're doing shows in town.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
That's got to be the easiest way, right? Prove yourself right there. You're funny.
Yeah, but then
you're
people
talented,
they'll send me a picture of you holding up 2 fingers and to prove it. I'm like, I don't have time. I'm trying to get dick.
That's
not
got to make you feel really famous, though. That people are like, this can't be the Matteo Lane. You know what I mean? And also, you're so good looking. Mad people have been like, well, I can't get dick as me. Let me get dick as Matteo. And they use your picture to catfish people. My wife has been catfished a couple times. I'm like, that's a high compliment, yo.
Meaning
They used her picture to try to like
other
that's
people
amazing.
catfish with your wife's pics.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anyone's using my picture to catfish, you better work. That's great. I love it. Thank you.
But that's why people are like, yo, this can't be the real Matteo.
My pictures of me in my Speedo, just trying to look.
I've seen those.
Can we look at your profile on Grindr?
It's just all it says is my picture, and then it says I like pasta. That's it. My picture is on my Instagram. I can show you which picture it is. It's a recent picture.
Just one picture. That's it.
Just one picture. Just me. And then if I want to send, if I like
No,
someone,
that
we're
seems a little
talking,
catfishy, to be honest.
I can say,
No effort whatsoever.
Yeah.
Well,
I
most
like
people,
pasta.
but most people on Grindr don't even show their faces. It'll just be torsos. They never show their face. And so it's like you'll see on profiles like face first, must send your face, show your face. Like people are discreet. They're DL. They're on the download, so they don't want to show their face. And so you have to after however long you talk to them, it's like, please send me your face. Well, I'm just talking to the headless horseman.
Question here about the DL stuff. How do you get into it? No. No. About the DL. Is it worth hooking up with one of these straight dudes who's on the DL? And I ask that question because it's like, they don't have the hours in the fucking gym. Like, if you're hooking up with a gay dude, he's probably going to be good at it.
He's experienced.
He's experienced.
Sexually.
And you're doing this for pure friction, right?
I think it's the fantasy. You know
That's
what I mean?
it. So it's an emotional thing.
Yeah, I think people will be. There has to be both parties who are sort of into this fantasy of
Breaking up a family
I'm doing
and,
something. Yeah,
Yeah, just destroying someone's life.
I'm not
Yeah.
into someone who's like, I'm discreet. I'm on the deal. I understand that, but I'm also like you said, I'm like, I don't have time to do this thing anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't even hook up that much. A lot of times, you really just have funny conversations. Or I met this guy who was from Paris, but he was living in Seattle, and we just had a wonderful day and got hot chocolate and spoke French and caught up with each other. And
You speak French too?
Mm-hmm.
Speaks
God
every
damn,
language.
dude.
Son of a bitch.
You should be fucking everybody. I'm telling you.
I'm trying.
You don't have to have kids, but you should impregnate a lot of people. Just
Okay.
pass those genes on.
Yeah, spread it around.
I'll be like my grandpa.
I really wish you watched Euphoria. Because I'm trying
sorry,
to get an understanding. Because I'm watching the show and I'm fascinated by
Yeah,
it.
you're
because
dressed like you're in it right now.
I
That's
am
perfect.
Elliot.
And same.
Yeah, also.
I'm dressed like the
He's
principal.
also- yeah. I'm Jules.
Oh, yeah.
And that's Zendaya.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, I'm just
Yeah, that's
fascinated
actually
by I don't know if this high school is based on some reality or an exaggerated version of a reality, but the fluidity of gender and sexuality in the high school and how it's completely not a big deal to these kids. There are things that are a big deal to them, but people get in big fights and say mean things about one another, but gender and identity and sexuality never come up.
Race doesn't come up.
Now I'm like, okay, is this a fantastical world that these kids are living in? Or is kind of gender in certain parts of America is gender and sexuality not even close to the binary that it was when we were growing up?
I think it's shifted. Well, number one, they're supposed to be in high school.
Yeah.
Look at how they dress and look at the lighting. Absolutely not. All of us had like teeth coming out of our fucking nose and one eyebrow, and I had an Adam's apple that entered the room before I did. Like, let's not act, you know what I mean? These people are like in their early 30s pretending to be 16-year-olds. Remember like Rizzo in Grease? When Stockard Channing was like on her last egg and she's like, I'm pregnant. You know, and it's like, all right, Rizzo. You know? And honestly, Grease might be a better representation of high school than Euphoria. I don't watch Euphoria.
Yeah.
I think the conversations
curious
about gender and sexuality and stuff, it's just evolved. It's evolved into a way where younger generations, not all, but I think it's moving into a place that's becoming just more accepting.
More fluid, it seems like.
More
It
fluid,
seems
or
like
at
they're
least,
just
I think it goes back to like, you know, as a young gay person, sort of feeling on the outside, you're forced to observe a lot. So you observe everybody else sort of playing by the script, right? Because it's all sort of presented for you. This is how you live. This is how you grew up. This is who you marry. This is your job. And so me as a little kid watching, thinking, but I don't fit here. But once I saw Ellen, that was the first gay person I ever saw on TV. It opened up a possibility. So I think now that like you open up Instagram and everyone's everything and everyone can express themselves any way they want to, that people don't have to feel so restricted in this like straitjacket of how society is trying to keep them labeled and moving them along the script. So I don't think it's like suddenly kids are just more crazy than they've ever been. I just think they have the possibility of seeing themselves represented in a larger way that they hadn't seen before. And I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, I didn't think it was like society was making them any different. I just thought they looked at it so differently. Like when we talk about not seeing race, it seems like based on this show and talking to Chifty a little bit, like they really don't care about race. Like he said, like, you'll never be like, oh, I have a crush on this black girl, Jessica. They'll be like, I have a crush on Jessica. And then it just seems like they approach gender in a much more fluid way than we did. Sexuality in a much more fluid way.
It's not as like
also
shocking.
It could be a show, and it could be
It's
Hollywood.
also written by adults who are trying to
with a
also...
vested interest in progress.
Right. So, you know, you talk to a lot of kids who grow up in the city. Is that how they talk? You know what I mean? Maybe not. I don't know. Or kids who grow up in rural areas. Is that how they talk?
Well, again,
maybe not. I don't know.
He went to high school in California, but Chifty's 19. He said he had like 3 kids in high school that went through gender reassignment surgery. It was just not a thing.
Yeah.
Nobody cared. It was like, all right, that's cool. He had this name before, now she has this name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know, watching it was, I felt like...
Meanwhile, I was doing show choir getting called a faggot. Things are not fair.
I'm
not happy. All right? And I hate this. I'm
bled
mad,
for this,
I'm bitter.
bro.
I did bleed for this.
Not the gonorrhea.
It's always like you see like a 7-year-old with purple hair talking to the human rights campaign. They're like, my struggle coming out. I'm like, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
Go home, turn off the lights, and listen to Madonna and cry like the rest of us.
Do you, is there like, that's interesting. Like, do you have resentment because the future generations are going through struggles that aren't the same that you went through? Or is it like,
that's generational?
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Every person of anyone, it is a generational thing. You have this thing that I didn't have, so I'll be mad about it.
So this is, I don't know if you're like a basketball fan at all, but like
a what fan?
Basketball fan.
Girl. Look at the outfit you're wearing. Do you think I like basketball?
I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, okay?
You can feel your balls right now, and you're trying to seriously ask me a question. If I watch basketball, you answered your own question.
I love the To Be Masculine you wore a shirt that said top on it. That's awesome.
Does
It says bazooka.
Yeah.
Better work.
Bubblegum.
This is how you
Scott
show
Gale.
support for Ukraine.
Bazooka.
Look, there's
I just got it.
Yeah.
Fuck the dude. Putin sucks. All right.
There you go.
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, so all these NBA players love to talk about how these guys that are playing in today's game would have never been able to do it, never been able to cut it in their game back in the day. The game was too rough, etc. And I think that speaks to what you're talking about, is that everybody has this little, maybe tiny bit of resentment that like the future generation has it better. All right, guys, we're gonna take a break for a second because I gotta tell you guys about the best CBD in the business. It's a no-brainer. There's no other company that comes close. If you are fucking with the flower, okay? If you're rolling those CBD joints, okay? You're going with Cushy. Plain and simple. Nobody comes close. It is the highest quality flower in the CBD business. It smokes the best. It tastes the best. And it's going to change your fucking smoking life. That is Cushy. Plain and simple, okay? They got the pre-rolls as well. You could get busy with it. Now, Cushy Dreams has also introduced the Delta 8 THC pre-rolls, available in indica sativa and indica sativa hybrid strains. That Delta 8,
Boy,
that Delta 8
that
hits.
shit'll get you, dog.
It hits and it's legal. I don't know for how much longer, so get on it right now.
Yeah.
But it hits and it's legal. I'm telling you, they got it. The Delta 8 pre-rolls produce similar effects to regular THC weed, which basically means they get your ass high. You don't want to get high legally with the best flower in the business? Shit, Cushy. Go to cushydreams.com. That's Kushy dreams.com. Okay, and at checkout, use the promo code Flagrant for 25% off your next order. Smoke your CBD and Delta 8 with the promo code Flagrant and get 25% off today. Now let's get back to the show. The future generation has it better.
But sometimes, so that brings up a really good point. It's actually because last night I downloaded the Marvel Unlimited so I can read all the old comic books. And sometimes skill versus...
You get money, huh?
You
get money, huh?
$60 a year.
Damn, bro. Okay, Mateo, I see you.
Please find me a husband.
Marvel Unlimited?
My type is a hot man that hates me. Okay, so
He might be listening for the record. You might have a husband out there listening right now.
I really think, Andrew, you could find me a husband. You
got
saved
you.
my career.
I
So
got
what's your
you.
criteria?
You saved your career.
What's your criteria for a husband?
Good point.
Usually,
How many inches?
Typically needs
Just
a
say
green.
the inches.
Oh, 8, but typically needs
God damn this motherfucking
I'm
size
Is he your
queen.
husband?
It's not even going anywhere.
Typically needs a green card.
He's so far.
I know. Well, but then he's never that far if it's 8.
Just walking around the house like elephants.
Pretty much. Well, just one of us. Yeah, I'll just be hanging on to him. But in case I need to be saved, in case there's a fire, it's really.
He lets him go out the window. Escape from a prison together.
I need a Home Depot. I need a Swiss Army knife attached to my man. Usually, but my man is like muscular, needs a green card. So
You fake Mexican motherfucker, dude.
I'm
What a
Irish,
sellout.
Mexican, Italian. That's my trifecta.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm also the most Catholic mix in the world.
Yeah.
I feel guilt for everything. When it rains, I'm like, something I did. Yeah. But so what I was saying to you is, I think, to go back to your point is,
What point were we making?
I remember you were saying when you
Generational
basketball
issues.
stars.
Oh, yeah.
Basketball stars look at younger basketball stars.
Generational resentment. That's right. Times
Generational
change.
resentment.
Yeah.
Sometimes generational resentment, I feel, when it comes to skills, so the arts and sports, is a different type of quote unquote resentment than cultural phenomenons, right? So like people in the 50s watching their kids in the 60s have a type of resentment for the types of freedoms that they had to express themselves, right?
Yeah.
However, I do think when it comes to skill, I think generationally we may be not getting better in certain areas. So like I was reading, I mean, just things like singing, things like acting, things like, these things, I don't feel they're getting better. I feel that we are trying to replicate what we've seen, but we're not actually growing.
Not a lot of innovation.
Does it feel like a lot of innovation, or does it feel like complete nostalgia?
It feels like there's a lot of nostalgia, and I think that that's a function, at least in entertainment, of movies becoming so expensive to make, and you can't take as many risks.
I really do feel powerful in this chair, this jacket. I was
pants
reading
too, right?
I was reading comic books last night.
Look at that! This is great,
I know,
right?
this is so great.
He falls right into it, dude.
Hey.
You're gonna be knee deep in puss by the end of today, bro.
Yikes. Okay. I'm sorry to all those women that I will disappoint. Please forgive me now.
They're used to it.
One day, like, you're right. You know what? At least we'll be laughing with each other. But I was reading a Jim Lee X-Men comic book last night, and I was looking at the drawings, and I could not get over how good they were. And comic books today just don't live up to the same technical quality of those comics. And I don't know anything about sports, so I don't know how sports are played now versus then. Maybe that's completely different. But artwork, to me, seems to be in a weird place where there's not a lot of innovation and there's not a lot of care about the craftsmanship. Everything is about sort of the producers. Music, it's about the producer. We were talking about Mariah Carey earlier, and none of you believed me that she writes all of her own music. Yeah. So that means she has a 5-octave vocal range. She sings as good as Whitney Houston, and she writes all of her own music, and she looks like that. Today, all that matters is who's the producer. Yeah. Because you'll be auto-tuned anyways. The songs will all sort of homogenized, and it doesn't really matter unless you're like the rare, like Jennifer Hudson or Adele, the voice, or Ariana Grande, who actually is very, very talented. Yeah. Those are not the qualities that people care about anymore because everything's about the quick fix. So I do feel like in the arts, we're sort of lacking and the public too, people who go see shows and stuff, we're not as a strict of audiences as we used to be. In other words, audiences used to come and they used to be hypercritical. And that was an exchange with not just the audience, but with the artist as well. It kept the artist good and it kept the audience good. And that Fran Lebowitz talked about this, how everything has been sort of broadened. She said that everything's become broadened to the sense where it's like simplified for basically Midwestern tourists who don't care to see anything but themselves reflected. So it's like, of course, Mamma Mia is going to be a hit because you don't have to think.
Could it also just be that there's so much more content and so much more access to content that you don't have to be as selective? Like when there's 10 things coming out a year, it better be fucking good. But when I can go on TikTok and I'm looking at an infinite number of videos, I don't need your thing to be as good because I got something right here that's fine.
I think for sure.
It might be a function of capitalism, man. It's like what makes the most money. And once you get into like professional entertainment, if it's like what do they say? In the Olympics or even like college sports, like these people are doing it for the love of the game and the game looks more beautiful or whatever it is, right? And once you go to Broadway, it's like, hey, we got seats to fill.
I saw
The Lion King is going to fill seats.
I saw The Share. I've only seen 2 Broadway shows.
Ever?
Yeah. I mistakenly saw Cats. The worst one. They tweeted at me.
You've only seen 2 Broadway plays?
Yeah.
And you're a musical theater kid.
I'm an opera kid. But when I came to New York, all I did was stand up. I didn't do anything but stand up. I didn't date. I didn't drink. I didn't go out. I just did stand up. I did open mics. It was a Friday or Saturday. I just did open mics.
How many musicals have you seen?
2.
So
I saw Cats and The Cher Show.
And then have you ever seen any Broadway plays like not musical?
No.
Are we going to be the first ones to take Matteo? Dude, can we see
The Lion King?
Yes, dude.
Really?
We're going to make you gay. We're going to actually make you a real gay person, dude.
Well,
it's not just fucking. There's way more to gay culture.
We gotta do gay conversion therapy to make you gay.
Yeah, we're converting you.
I would love to take you guys.
No.
Oh, okay.
We're making you gay.
Okay.
Because what do? You play video games all day.
Yeah.
Straight.
Okay. You get your dick sucked.
Straight.
You get gonorrhea.
Not married, but straight.
Okay.
No, actually, these are all very good.
Let's think of other things that he does. Gun shirts. You've got gun
comic
shirts.
Books? You like comic books?
You like comic books. You do stand-up comedy all the time. You're really a straight kid.
I came here today to...
And you got your most straight accent.
Yeah.
We're going to make you gay, bro.
Okay.
We're going to take you to a Broadway play.
Yes.
What do you want to see more than anything?
I would love to. I've never seen like Book of Mormon or Lion King.
So straight.
Book of
So
Mormon,
straight,
Book
dude.
of Mormon's amazing.
Book of Mormon's a fun time.
But that's what the straight people go to. You see what these straights like?
Just believe.
Yes, dude.
Wicked,
Andrew Reynolds,
bro.
Andrew.
Okay, we'll go see.
You got to
Wicked.
go to Wicked.
We will go see Wicked.
What is the most... Oh, Rent, obviously, but we're not going to do that. It's too hacky.
Well, Rent is also. I felt like Cats. Because Cats, I got tweeted at by Cats. Well, this is back when I had Twitter, and they were like, "Matteo, come see Cats for a perfect night." And I thought
Right there, you should have been out. You should have
I know.
known.
Well, I messaged him. I was like, "What is going on?" Because the blue check and everything said, "Oh, it's gay night at Cats. We want you to come." I said, "Every night is gay night."
Yeah.
There was no night that is not gay Cats.
Yeah.
So I went with my friend Alfredo, and I just thought it was so funny. I went with someone named Alfredo and Milk to go see Cats. But
I like pasta. That's what you said.
I do love pasta. And we went and saw it, and it was humiliating. Like, I just can't imagine these actors, like, because they come. I have to pee all the time, so I sat in the aisle.
Yeah.
And these actors come through the aisle dressed up as cats, and they don't look like cats. They look like they have Hep C, and they are just like the guy was singing to me, just like right in my face as a cat, and the face that I'm trying to make is like I like it.
Yeah.
It was bad. And then I saw the Cher Show, which instead of focusing on one moment in Cher's life, which would have been the smart thing to do, right? Like focus on the 70s, right when she left Sunny and how she became Cher, right?
Yeah.
No. The Cher Show, they're doing her whole life. She's 77. They fast
a lot of
forwarded.
years.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. They blew through this woman's life so quickly. And at one point, Sonny was yelling at Cher, and he was like, "Cher, if you leave me,
I'm going skiing.
Good, Sonny." But he goes, "Cher, if you leave me, America will never love you again." And the woman behind me literally goes, So I was like, these are the worst. But Stephanie J. Block did Cher. She was performing as Cher, and she was incredible. I saw a production of Wicked when I was 18 in Chicago.
You've seen it already?
In Chicago.
Okay. No, let's see something you haven't seen. Lion King was really cool. I was young when I saw it. But
Hamilton.
Hamilton's great.
Dude, Hamilton was fire.
Aladdin
Hamilton was
sounds
really
great.
good.
Oh, Hamilton's fire?
Aladdin? Say what?
I thought you said
He hates
Oh,
Hamilton,
you hate
yo. He's a
Hamilton.
hater. This guy's a hater.
I heard it was great.
No,
I'm not
he's
a hater of
dude.
Hamilton. I'm a hater of the fans that think they love rap music just because they heard like a bunch of people on Broadway and rap.
Cap.
That's true.
Super cap right now.
I said I hated that you liked Hamilton.
No, what did you say it was? It was what was it for rap?
All these people are like, "Oh, I'm not gonna give away my shot."
He said it's Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like, give it away, give it away, give it away.
Like, what are you even doing? People be like, "Bro, I love rap music now, dude. I listen to Lin-Manuel Miranda." I'm like,
Who the fuck?
Nobody said that ever.
all the people.
No. We love America now. We love the money system now. There are good things that are in this play.
Okay,
that you need to put some respect on.
I feel like we should go see like The Lion King. I know that sounds hack, but like
No, it's not hack.
But like
It's fucking unbelievable.
Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yeah.
and I want to recognize.
I didn't like it as much as Book of Mormon or Hamilton. But
Okay, Book of Mormon is more sophisticated.
it's funny.
Lion King is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like the what is it? The
But can I sit next to you guys
choreography
to
and
make
stuff.
jokes?
Of course.
What do you think we're gonna put you somewhere else?
I don't know. I want to sit.
We're gonna get a box.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we're gonna get silly in that fucking box. Okay? You thought we were gonna sit with the plebes?
Yeah. You think there's a straight section?
Dude, we're
Do they put
making
us somewhere
you
else?
gay. Okay?
got-
Box seats.
I got kicked out of the Nutcracker.
Wait, why?
My cousin and I went. He's also gay, and we were laughing so hard we got into a fight with people next to us. And security's like, "You're gonna have to leave." I was like, "You're
in
right."
New York?
Yeah.
At the New York City Ballet?
Yeah, I was
Apparently
da-
it's
I
like a
was-
huge deal to
I
be
was
in the
dating
Nutcracker.
a ballerina.
It is really big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So funny.
I'm actually a little offended.
I was dating a ballerina.
The disrespect to the arts.
And he's like, "Do you want to come see me in the Nutcracker?"
Did you call him a ballerina?
What?
No, he was with.
What are they called?
A ballerina.
I think we just call him gay.
I think we just call him gay.
Ballerina is very funny. Underrated line.
No, I wouldn't say it. Don't bait me. Don't bait me.
Now I feel like as I'm wearing this, I can't say
You can't say it.
No.
It feels a little bit more
Yeah, you're
homophobic.
right. You're
But
right.
me, I'm about to let her rip, dude.
You look great. I had to think about Broadway that I don't like is I really don't like this new sound of the Broadway singer where it's all in my nose. It's all in. Like there used to the Broadway used to be like more open and warm. And now it's always this. Like this affectation
It
people
is
make.
that, yo.
Why do you think?
I don't know.
I think it started with
You should-
Wicked
you'd have a better idea than
because
me.
I remember in Nessa, I got something to confess.
I haven't seen Wicked.
Oh,
I've
I know
seen
the whole
those-
soundtrack of Wicked.
Oh, yeah, we're not going to Wicked then.
They have a Harry Potter musical.
I saw it.
And they have
Ooh,
the
yeah.
MJ musical.
Woo.
The what?
Ooh.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. What else we got? I mean, Book of Mormon is fantastic. It's really
I feel
good.
like we've decided on Harry Potter though, yeah.
No,
I would love Harry Potter.
I mean, I'm sorry,
Lion
Lion
King.
King.
Why don't we just do a musical? How hard is that?
Ooh.
Have you
Yeah,
ever been in one?
Can we please do a musical? I'll
Yes.
play Andrew.
I've been in.
That's a great idea. I think we should.
Can I be Charlamagne?
Yeah. If a black guy can be Hamilton, you can be Charlamagne.
We got to do that.
UX?
No, what famous black story can we just have all white people play?
Oh,
Underground Railroad.
okay,
Harriet
not that.
Tubman.
We're not gonna do
Harriet
that.
Tubman.
Yeah,
that's-
I think that we should do an all white version of Harriet Tubman.
I think that would be misconstrued. I don't think
You know,
we do
my
that.
friend Bob the Drag Queen wants to write a musical about. You should meet Bob. Bob the
Okay.
Drag Queen. He's
Yeah.
one of the best comics I've ever seen.
I want to see him.
He has a special on Amazon. He's like in an orange caftan, and he's a drag queen. He won Drag Race. He's my best friend, and he is undoubtedly one of the best stand-up comedians that I've ever seen.
Really?
And it's so funny because like people just associate him only for drag.
Right.
But if you saw him, Andrew, I'm telling you, as a comic to a comic to a comic,
Where
y'all
can I
would-
see him?
He's touring a lot. I mean, he does theaters around the world. Like he's that level
International
of fame. Yes,
superstar.
Yes.
Okay.
But he's filming in his third season of their HBO show. But when he comes to
Next time he's in New York.
yeah, we should go
Or
see
we're
him.
in the same city. Yeah, let's go check him.
He is
First
superb.
comic I ever saw live was in drag.
Who?
The British guy.
Eddie Izzard.
Eddie Izzard.
I believe Eddie Izzard's trans.
Well, at the time he would be in drag, and I think
Right.
now he's said, actually, this whole time I am.
Right.
I think he was called a transsexual back then. What you
I believe the term-
transvestite meaning
That might have been an old term. Yeah, I think
Transvestite.
that's the older term. I
And
don't even know when they stopped using that term.
Yeah, I mean, I was a kid. It was at the Blue Note.
yeah. Oh, that's amazing.
And my mom took me. I had no clue really what was going on. My mom's Scottish, and I think she was just like, "Oh, this British guy's really funny." And but that was the first person I saw do it live and just killing in this jazz club. Blue Note is actually a great room for stand up when you think
Is
about
it?
it too.
I've
yeah.
actually never been inside.
Yeah, it's kind of it has like a Village Underground kind of vibe, just like intimate. But it was the first person I saw doing it, and it was weird even at that young age. Like I thought it was funny that there was a man dressed as a woman,
You
Like-
were laughing for the wrong reasons.
No. I thought it was.
Izzard had jokes.
No, I thought it was funny. Like I was like, as a kid, you just find these, like if my dad wore like a Spider-Man costume once, I was like, oh, it's my dad, but he's dressed as Spider-Man. Like I thought it was funny. But then I noticed, and I'm like young. I don't even know why I was allowed to be there. But then I was like, oh, these people find what he's talking about funny. And I remember being like young, going like, oh, I want to be on the inside of this joke. Like like I understood that the outfit was one thing, and then what he was joking about was something completely separate.
Right.
Like it wasn't like a gimmick. Because Eddie will just dress like that and then talk about like
Then he just
history
does
and
stand-up,
culture
yeah.
and that kind of stuff. And I remember like, there are two distinct memories I have as a kid where like I felt on the outside of something I really wanted to understand. One, before I knew how to read, I saw my friend reading. And he was just looking at a book, and I looked at it and I saw the words, and I was like, this is so fucking annoying that I see all these fucking words and I can't
This is
fucking
the
read
plot
them.
of Frankenstein. You know
Is it
that?
really?
Yes.
Get out of here. I remember being in a taxi.
The
I've never
monster
seen
looks
it.
through the window. He's like, man, I wish I could read.
Get out of here.
And then the kid teaches the
I'm
monster how to
fucking
read.
Frankenstein.
Well, you're the monster.
I'm the monster. Oh, that's right. Frankenstein is the doctor, the monster. Yeah. And I remember looking at that book and I was like, I really want to do that. And I remember seeing Eddie Izzard up at the Blue Note and making all these people laugh and going like, fuck, I really wish I understood why everybody's laughing. And I just didn't know enough about like whatever he was talking about to do it. So yeah, I'm curious about Bob.
It's interesting because prodigies, also Friendly Boots talks about it, is you can have prodigies in sports, music, acting, but not writing. And writing and comedy are hand in hand because you have to live in order to
reflect on experience.
Reflect.
Yeah.
So you can't just be taught how to do it, where you can be taught how to tumble, play piano, act, do all these things. Writing, no. So you never see children prodigies.
In terms of writing, because they're not experiencing enough. I'm trying to think. I remember when we were younger. Do you remember that book that came out? It was called, say that? No. 13. Do you remember this? There was like some young, like it was a private school kid, I think, who was like reflecting on
The movie.
They made a movie about it later, but
Was it with Jodie Foster? I'm thinking of something else.
Evan Rachel Wood and some.
Oh, not at all. I'm thinking of Panic Room. Sorry, go on.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think that that kind of makes sense. Like, I think that's, and we talk about this a lot, but like with comedy, like there's very few like great young comics.
Yeah.
Like
It's something
we know people that are funny
You
and
can
they're
get
young.
funny quickly.
But
Yeah.
if you look at like iconic comics, like Eddie Murphy was young and funny, and he was an absolute superstar. Outside of Eddie, maybe like Freddie Prinze or something like that.
Yeah.
But like, you want to talk about like the Mount Rushmore? These people were older.
Joan,
Pryor, Carlin.
Even Chappelle started at
Chappelle.
like 16, but you didn't see a special till like 27, 28.
Right.
Even
And then-
Chappelle, where he is now, is after the sketch show and then other specials, right? And it's just like having that wisdom and having that life to reflect on and having that experience allows other people to tap into this emotion that they're feeling, but they don't know how to articulate.
well, it's like leveling up, right? Or it's like any kind of art form. You have to build a skill set in order to truly express yourself. And they do go hand in hand. But, you know, we see ourselves, I believe that we see ourselves on stage and it takes years to get to that vision, right? Because you want to try and eliminate as many things as you can between your brain and what's happening on stage. Same with drawing. I see what I want to draw, but it took me years to get enough muscle memory and technique to not think about that anymore. So comedy's kind of the same way. Yes, you can get funny really quickly, but who cares?
It doesn't mean anything.
There's with drawing is quite interesting. I think that parallel is good. Because I would look back at like old jokes I want to do, like first notebooks, and the premises or just the ideas were just as solid.
Yeah.
I just didn't have the skill set to pull them off. And I started to learn that. And I'm sure that's what you're imagining when you're painting something. You're like, I want this tree or this character to look like this. And then you start and you're like, fuck, it doesn't look like it yet. And then 10, 15, 20 years later, you learned how to do the shading to create somebody's cheeks and bones and all these other kind of structure. And that is stand-up.
Yeah, my first stand-up notebook just says Liza Minnelli again and again. And it's come true.
You figured out how to do the Liza Minnelli joke?
No, I just
He's
am her.
become Liza.
Yeah, I'm just fully Liza Minnelli at this point. Just
He manifested.
Yes. You know what's so funny when you're talking about like looking at a book when you were a kid and wanting to read it? Did I ever tell you that I have synesthesia?
Yeah, dude.
really?
He told me this. It's insane.
I told you, we talked about this.
This is
once.
where you
But
like
he
you
said
see colors.
He said it so casually. Yeah.
feel colors.
Like a numbers of color or some shit like that.
Yeah.
You see
This is where you could.
You really just said where you see colors,
Yo,
bro.
this is where you could like
I'm the only one
smell
who sees
scents.
color.
Except Miles. Miles doesn't have that.
Dude, I don't know if you've seen the Euphoria. We don't see color anymore at all, dude. Like,
I never make
we
it
don't
on that
believe
show.
in color, you know?
But he said it to me shitting on, I think it was Kanye said he has synesthesia, and he was like, big fucking deal. It didn't make you a genius. I have synesthesia. And I was like,
Explain this.
As synesthesia, it's different for each person, but it's when your brain is developing, you have senses, and as your brain develops, they split. Well, for people with synesthesia, those senses overlap, so they cross-wired. So you have unprovoked association to, for me, it's letters and number. They all have a color to them. So every letter has a color, and every number has a color to it. So when I was little and I'd read, everything was just color. And even music has color to it.
Like the number 5
is like dark. It's not quite blue, but it's the darkest color. 8 and 5 are the darkest color I have.
12.
That's like white red because 2 is red. So 4 is bright because it's yellow.
18.
It's like dark, very dark gray on the left side and then dark black on the right side. And then 19 brightens up because 19 is orange and then 20 is red. So it starts to brighten up again.
Is this how you know dudes are legal? It's like 18's a little gray area.
Like, what are you, red?
Here
All
we
right.
go.
You're coming home
Orange,
with me.
19.
I don't go below 25.
Is that true?
Ugh, a mess.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I heard it's not as looked down as upon if gay dudes sleep with like a little bit underage guys. It's not as like scrutinized in the community. It's almost like a 16-year-old dude like banging his female teacher.
I mean, I saw a man in his early hundreds the other day walking around with some twink who probably just turned 19, and I thought, good for them both.
Right?
They're both getting what they want out of this.
Yeah.
You know?
The
Yeah.
smartest man in the world, Daniel Tammet, that he has what you're talking about. He remembered pi to 22,000 places. And the way he described it was like, if you looked at like watercolors of mountains and blah, 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 it's like the colors and the dips, the valleys and the tops allow him to remember it that much.
Yeah, that's how I learned languages so quickly.
He knows 11 languages.
Yeah, the languages, it was so easy to learn languages because, especially with romance languages, you just start seeing the same color pattern. So I'd hear the same color and I would know what they were asking.
Interesting.
so crazy, dude. So impressive.
Could you speak languages better when you were high?
I haven't gotten high that much.
You don't smoke weed ever?
No.
Interesting.
I know.
This-
I look it because I have those like dopey Italian eyes, so I always look high, but I'm like stone sober.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's very straight edge. Gay edge. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, no.
Not today.
That's right.
So weird. Last time I was here, I was in a tank top and you were in a dress. Now I'm sitting here.
Wait, what did you wear?
I wore the Sherwani for Robbie's wedding. The same, the Indian clothes.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't
We've
know.
all evolved.
I see why you sit like this. I watch y'all's show all the time.
Isn't it comfy?
I really watch your guys' show all the fucking time.
thanks, man.
We love
It's
you, bro.
great.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, guys. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. Everybody at home.
Have I been an okay guest today?
You're the best, dude.
I always worry about being a
We're
bad
supposed
guest.
to do 30 minutes, and we're at
30 minutes?
Do you want to do one round?
Oh, yeah.
What is this?
It's a group.
We're gonna
dildo.
see. You've claimed so far that you have all these special gifts, synesthesia, things like that.
Gifts.
We're gonna
like
test-
like I'm an X-Men.
Yes. We're gonna test your reflexes.
Okay.
So, here I'll set this up.
I just cover my asshole.
When you push the button in the middle, the color's gonna light up, and then it's gonna change colors. If you're the last person to push the button after it changes colors, it's gonna shock you.
Okay.
But if you push the button before it changes colors, it will shock you.
Okay. I
So
got
the-
it.
Right when it changes the color.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
correct.
who's got the
so
best
that's
reflexes?
easy.
Okay, go.
All right, so push the button in the middle.
What the fuck happened?
Does it really shock you that bad?
Push the button.
Yeah, and then the color popped up. Do I have fucking synesthesia?
Does it happen that quickly? Does it hurt that
No,
badly?
he pushed. You're not supposed to push the button
You told me push it before another color pops up.
after the color.
No, I thought you push it when the color's
As
blinking.
soon as the color changes, you push the button.
Thank you,
Oh,
Akaash.
if you push before, you get shocked. If you push last, you get shocked.
Oh my god. Okay, let's try
it
it
hurt
again.
that bad?
The fucking thing hurt,
I
dude.
didn't agree to this.
Okay, let's go. You felt worse.
All right. I have.
You went early. You went early. Did he go early? Is that what happened?
I don't know what happened.
Okay.
I thought I did it when the color
Yeah.
changed. It went from red to green. So I
No,
hit it
you-
when it turned green.
I would just let it run. Let it run for a while. Okay.
Do you guys know the fucking game?
I don't think you know how
idiots.
this.
Push the button.
Why don't you hold this and explain it at the same time?
Fine.
Yeah.
What is
What the fuck are you doing, dude?
I've been waiting for this. Yeah, get in here.
Okay, go.
Well, I can't see nothing though.
Oh, I'm gonna let.
Go.
No, you're in.
No, I'm
fucking go.
watching you.
But you hit it first. Go.
Touch it.
Now we know how to do it.
Are
Let's
you
go.
guys trying to shock
1,
the gay
2,
out of
3.
me?
Yeah.
I don't understand. I did it.
Pussies.
You explained this
Pussies.
wrong.
All three of y'all. Pussies.
This was explained
All three
wrong.
of us get shot.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Because I got it first. All right, this is a fun game. Yeah, this is good. Do you feel more straight? Do you feel like you like pussy yet? Have we shocked it out of you?
This is what straight dudes do.
This is
Yeah.
less aggressive than Hungry Hungry Hippo. I'll tell you that much.
Great
My
game.
hand feels funny.
Do the Catholics want to talk about Lent at all?
Oh yeah!
Happy Ash Wednesday. Let's talk Lent.
Hey, where's your ash?
Where's
bro?
your
I
ash,
guess
guys?
I've given up dick based off this outfit.
Yo, put some ash from the candle wick
Yeah,
onto Mark's
Give
forehead.
me the candle. Give me the candle. I'm going to mass after this, but
Do you want me to sing Ave Maria?
Yes.
pass me that phone.
Light the candle. I'll sing some Ave Maria.
Is there any little ash in
Do
there?
we have any music I can sing? Ave Maria instrumental music I can do this to? More.
You can sing it a cappella, right?
All right, I can sing Ave Maria. Ave Maria,
I don't want
gratia plena, Maria don't even come near me. Maria plena,
right.
Maria.
Come on.
I'm good. There you go.
Okay, what are we giving up?
You're supposed to do it with palm leaves.
Yeah, I know. I don't
Not
have
a
any palm
Yankee
leaves.
candle.
My bad.
Yo,
This episode brought to you by Yankee Candle.
It's like pumpkin spice on your
God's
forehead.
cool with this?
Yeah.
Okay, bet.
This is symbolic that that we all come from dust and we're gonna go back to dust. Okay.
Oh, I like that.
I came from pussy.
And you will never go back to pussy.
Matteo, listen, we have to wrap up. We went far longer than we thought we were
This
going to
was
go
so much
because
fun.
we love
I
you so much.
Absolutely
love you,
love
buddy.
every single one of you.
Tell everybody where they can see you. I know that you're already killing it and selling out these shows, but let them know where you're going to be and tell them where they can follow you and tell them all the good stuff. We're very excited for you and all the great things
Yeah, man.
happening.
So happy for you.
And Asshole Army, thank you so much for supporting a very good man. Matteo Lane deserves your support. So it's great that y'all are out here. rocking with him.
Grazie tutto. All right, so if you're in Chicago, we sold out the first show. I'm doing the Park West. 800 seats. That's a lot for me.
Hell yeah.
But it's so we added a second show and it's almost sold out. So it's March 25th. So if you can make
Amazing.
it, it's the same night. It's a 10:30 show. Come. Vancouver, April 7th to the 9th. Detroit, April 22nd, 23rd, and then the rest is sold out. So it doesn't matter. But go to MatteoLaneComedy.com.
I love it.
And I hope to see you all there.
This is great.
do
Asshole Army, Matteo Lane, Instagram, Matteo Lane. Check out his shit. Share it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone.